미션 업데이트 잠입인데 지금 내 무게가 지금 다 비우고 갔지 참. 여긴 또 시데니아라고 해석이 돼 있네. 시도니아. 여기 와본 적이 있잖아. 근데 98m. 너 지난번에 왔을 때 똑같은 말 했어. 이 아저씨인가? 아니 트레버? 무역관리국인데? 시아샤 보호된. 넌 왜 우리 둘 다 이렇게 돼있지? 활성 대상만 표시만 할까? 아, 요거 때문에 그런가 보다. 활성 대상만 표시. 그러네. 오중 대상 표시가 아니고 활성 대상 표시만 하면은 여기가 에이? 여기가 아닌가? 이 아닌가? 여기구만. 얘가 시야 보호된.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy.
자, 미묘한 짐을 내려놓고 싶어해.
And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC security sticking their noses into. I can probably help you with that. What have you got for me?
이 샘플을 좀 볼래?
Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
The Trade Authority turning away contraband. Now I've seen everything.
만약 대응할 수 없다면 대응할 수 있는 사람을 좀 소개시켜 주지.
All I'm going to point at is the ceiling, with my middle finger. Get that stuff out of here before UC security catches on. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit.
이 정도면.
You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
Well, well. It appears she suddenly remembers everything. How nice.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you. What can I help you with?
There's something I need to talk to you about.
그러면은 그 다음에 브로큰 스피어에서 애들러 캠프와 대화하기. 저 이쪽에 있네?
Get yourself with a loose grip on your equipment when one of those particle dead.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away.
시야샤 보호든이 이걸 움직여준다고 했다.
Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first.
좋겠지.
Right down to business! And no small talk. I like it.
Well, this is utterly ridiculous. Do we really have to jump through these hoops to get what we need from you?
Lady, if you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to do whatever the hell I want. You got that? Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back.
자, 얼마나 큰 목소리로 말했으면 좋겠어?
What do I need to do here? Write you an instruction manual? You can do this loud, you can do this quiet. I don't care. I just want my goddamn money, and I want this guy to remember who he screwed over.
알았어. 해보지.
Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
칼 필딩의 빚을 갚기 위한 노력. 아래쪽에 있네. 아까 갔던 곳이구만.
Citizens are advised to take caution near the military outpost on the city's outskirts due to frequent live-fire exercises. It is also advised to use only approved ship landing pads, as the UC Marines are not responsible for hull damage caused by stray munitions.
위에 있었구만. 이 안에? 거주 지역 안에? 바로 코앞에 있네?
Something I can help you with?
당신이 애들을 캠프에게 빌린 돈을 회수하러 왔다.
Adler Camp. Who the heck is that?
한 대 맞으면 기억이 날 것 같은데. 애들은 이 부채를 심각하게 생각하고 있다. 빨리 감리게 좋아.
Adler, you said? Nope. I think you have me mixed up with someone else.
두 대 맞으면
I'm tired. It's been
기억날
a
것
long
같은데.
day in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust, and relax. This has been fun, though. Whatever.
좋았어. 장례식은 분명 멋질 거야.
Hey now. Take it easy there. Let me think about that person you mentioned. Adler, was it? Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good?
아니?
Yeah?
안 굿. 지금 당장 돈을 지불하지 않으면 다이모스에게 죽임을 당할 거야.
Come on! Give me a break! What the... Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
Perhaps he's already been through enough.
흥정은 이제 지겨운데.
What games? Why are you doing this to me? I don't have the money.
그럼 위험을 감수하면 가치가 있다? 돈이라면 다시 버리면 되잖아.
No way! I'm already working my fingers to the bone!
했으면 있다면 나를 더 보고 싶을 거야.
I hear you.
그러잖아. 만들 사태에 대비한 자금을 어딘가 숨겨두고 있을 수도 있고.
well, I might be able to cash in a few of my Deimos shares.
그래. 자, 이 문제를 돌파할 수 있는 방법이 있겠지.
I'd like to think so.
야, 그럼 일단은 하란 말이지.
What? Go to hell.
뭐라고?
You don't know anything.
좀 맞아야겠네?
I know. Adler's paying you.
좀 있을 것 같은데 이거.
So, you're just doing your job. But I swear, I've got nothing left. Okay?
아까 또 주식 어쩌고 했는데?
The last of my credits. My family starves. I can't afford to do that. I won't do that.
왜 그렇게 돈이 없냐?
I'm a miner for Deimos. It's not what I was hoping for out of life. But here I am. Yeah, it's a lousy company. It pays me a salary. But I depend on the profit-sharing bonuses to keep food on the table for my family.
애들은 네가 술에 돈을 다 써버렸다고 하던데.
Hey, now wait a second. Just because things are tough, and I might be spending my afternoons at the Spear, it doesn't mean I don't care about my family. Adler doesn't get to judge me. No, he's just a low-life pirate who thinks he can push everyone around.
그건 맞아. 좋아, 그래. 애들한테 빌리는 것을 멈춘 빚을 대신해주지.
Holy crap. Really? You do that for me? Wow. I don't even know what to say. Thank you. For everything. And don't worry. I'll never borrow anything from Adler again. I promise.
똑바로 하라고 이제.
Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3,
자, 그럼 올라가서
1.
또 술집에서 술 먹는 것만 보여봐, 그냥.
Final particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity for
여기 굉장히 탄광마을 막 그런 느낌이구만.
tomorrow morning.
Can't believe we're still pulling up huge
아, 나왔다.
deposits after all this time.
Have something for me?
자,
There, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message?
메시지 받았어.
Nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates?
협력자가 누구지?
If you haven't figured that out by now, then maybe you aren't cut out for our line of work.
그놈들이 나를 다룰 수 있을 것 같나?
That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. Alright, I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
When you have a moment, I'd like to
자, 유로파로 가라. 이쪽이 아니구나. 유로피아, 유로파. 입증 책임? 얘는 또 뭐야? 아,
Well, that was fun.
Wow! Look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like Adler finally did something right for once.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to
So,
discuss.
Big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew.
그 때문에 여기까지 왔는데.
We'll see. When the waters get deep, it's sink or swim. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead.
오스트 레이크라는 놈을 잡아라. 오스틴 레이크. 일단은 이쪽으로 계속. 잠깐만, 빨간색? 어디 보자. 세력, 소통하기. 이거 잡으라 그랬는데? 일단은 잠깐 딴 데 갔다가, 왜냐면 지금 적이 나타나가지고. 이거나? 지구? 여기가 지구야? 아, 전투 중이네. 빠른 이동 안 되네. 그러면은 워프. 여기서 이쪽으로 워프. 사방이 적들이야. 으씨, 사방이 적들이네? 아스트리아와 소통하기. 소통하기 방금 한 거 아닌가? 여기 했는데? 뭐야, 씨. 어딨니? 호킹. 호킹. 차. 여기가 저게 거기지? 아닌가? 잠깐만, 여기가 프론티어 맞다. 열어. 몇 시가? 뭐 또 있나? 다 잡은 건가? 배를 탈취하다. 다 털었고. 탈취할 수 있는 거야? 조종석 안다. 그러네? 새로운 배를 점령했습니다. 다른 행성계로 점프하면 내 배가 된다? 이게 이제 내 모선이 된다고? 어떻게 해야 되는 거지? 승차. 도킹 해제? 그러면 저 프론티어호는 어떻게 되는 거지? 일단 세이브 하자. 웹 점프. 이게 없구나. 자, 새로운 모선을 얻었습니다. 일선 함대의 배를 다시 타려면 선박 서비스 기술자에 가서 소유한 배를 보여달라고 요청한 다음에 모선 설정을 다시 해서 타라. 이런 식이구만. 얘는 그러면은 얘 빼고 얘를 쭉 올리면은 몇 광년까지 갈 수 있는 거지? 18광년이네. 21광년 갈 수 있어야 되는데. 이렇게 됐고, 수리를 좀 하고, 여긴 또 뭐냐? 가야 될 곳이 이거 말고 아스트리아와 소통하기. 이미 여기 있다고? 진로 설정. 소통을 무전을 하라고? 소통 교신.
So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew.
아까 했던 얘기네.
Signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead.
맡겨줘.
It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
So that's the notorious Nova Mora. I have to say, if she's the finest that the Crimson Fleet has to offer, joining them might be a terrible mistake.
종료. 자, 그러면은 저쪽으로 가야 되니까 엔시라데스 근처에서 라가나를 찾아라.
This is Dimitri
승인. 문제에 휘말린 것 같군.
I was afraid of that. Look, we are not built for combat. What is it you want exactly?
UC 방어 시스템. 붉은 함대가 오스틴 호스를 노리고 있다. 이게 뭐지? UC 방어 시스템? 승산하에 도울 수 있는 방법을 상담하고 싶다.
Oh God, I do not know.
Keep in mind, we're not threatening to board you. We're asking. The distinction is rather important.
Well, normally I would say no, but frankly, it will be safer for us that way. All right, you can dock. We will talk then.
킹. 부킹.
There's something I need to talk to you
Exploring the
about.
galaxy is hard work. Trust me, I know. But stop by sometime and let's talk. Just us adventurers, okay? Time to cycle the airlines and move.
All right. When you have the time, of course.
지금 해야 될 게, 드미트리와 대화하기. 얘는 살릴 방법을 찾거나, 일단 대화를 하자. 우스틴 머시기가 누구야?
Not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece.
누가 통신을 듣고 있는지 알 수 없기 때문이야. 이쪽에도 안전해.
That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to.
그런 거지.
Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about?
붉은 함대를 죽이려고 하지만 폭력 없이 해결하고 싶어.
You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you? And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really want to save him.
붉은 함대의
We
배신자니까
have idea. We can strike his name from manifest, make it so he was never on board. Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver him to another port.
UC 방어 시스템에 자수하는 것이 조건이다.
Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make sure Rake was never on ours. And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got damaged. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
그래, 잘했어. 내가 너 살려준 거야, 임마. 자, 네바에게 돌아간다.
We should have a talk when you have the time, of course.
일단은
Let's get out there and do something.
조종석에
Shall
앉고
we?
자, 유럽하고에 있는 네바에게 돌아가기 전에 알파 신타우리에 가서 잠깐만, 거기 어디지? 놓지 말고 뉴아틀란티스 상륙. 새로 배를 얻었으니까 배 등록을 하고.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always buy. Kiosk right here for you. And here's your new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship, and you can stop by to train.
어떤 배를 다루고 있는지 보여줘? 이거 어떻게 하는 거지? 배를 수리하고 싶습니다.
Okay, sure. We'll take care of.
됐고. 개조하고 싶어.
Okay, no problem.
근데 얘가 들어왔네? 등록을 어떻게 하는 거야, 등록? 등록은 등록하기가 있네. 여기 얘를 등록을 해서 12030 좀 비싸네. 사는 것보다 나으니까. 맞어, 등록했고. 그 다음에 프론티어 이렇게 하고 19 얘를 모선 설정. 자, 됐고. 종료. 아니면은 점프를 업그레이드. 그랩 드라이브 170 160 그 위에 게 없네. 리액터 얘를 늘리면 340T 360T가 있네. 해주고 무기 1번 이게 실드 30S 20S 없구나. 무기 캐논 세고 전자빔 전자빔 말고 좀 센 게 뭐가 있나? 오토캐논 서프레서 오토캐논 레이저 요건데? EMP80 서프레서 오토캐논도 괜찮고 전체전상 9 얘가 더 센데? 발사 속도가 얘가 빠르구나. 얘로 해야지. 오토캐논 그리고 이쪽도 캐논 승인 이렇게 했고 종료.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
그리고 여기서 승무원을 지금 선박 우주역학 레이저 리더십 핵융합 차폐 입자빔 샘코 파일럿 화물 적재도 있고 일단 얘를 상륙한 선박에 배치할 수 있다고? 그럼 다른 배에는 배치를 못해? 존나 배를 가지고 있으면 뭐래. 무조건 한 대밖에 못 띄우는데. 배를 한 여러 개 가지고 떼거지로 다니면서 3대1로 막 밟아버리고 그런 거 안 되는 건가? 요거를 업데이트 해가지고 승무원 수를 늘릴 수 있는 방법은 없나?
And here's your new captain. Okay, no problem.
승무원 2명인데 뭘 늘려야지 승무원 정원이 이게 올라가는구나. 1, 0.5, 0.5, 응? 0.5, 0.5인데? 그러면은 1명, 2명, 3명이어야 되는데? 여기 승무원정은 올릴 수 있는 게 야, 이거 빼면은 되나? 이건 똑같네? 아, 모르겠다. 이건 좀 더 알아봐야겠다.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my book.
어디 볼까? 소지품 127. 일단 여기다가 그럼 넣고 화물칸에 옷 갈아입어야겠구만. 숨는 거보다는 요게 낫고 근처 공격 피해 15% 감소 됐고 헬멧만 좀 어울리는 걸로 바꾸자. 헬멧이 8개나 있네? 본투 유저? 요거 에너지 피해 15% 감소. 와, 요걸로 하자. 그리고 요거 쓰고 너한테
I have an important personal decision to make, but I need to discuss something with you first.
뭔데? 이야기를 들어보지.
Phew, thank you. So, where to start? Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy. When the colony war broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless.
처음 만났을 때 군인 같았다고 느꼈어.
Then you were right. I didn't want to go into detail before because, well, just hear me out. There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12. Including my own.
말하기 힘들면 그만둬도 돼.
No. This is important. I need to tell you this. The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship, but I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight.
배가 손상됐는데 전투 능력이 남아 있었나?
The Dauntless was a tough little ship. No shields and the hull was breached, but it still had power. And weapons. That's why I remained in the battle. Huge mistake. I believe you. But you haven't heard the worst of this. We fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut, and last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface. There was nothing I could do.
승무원들에게 애들을 표하지.
Thank you. But condolences can't reverse what I've done. I was caught up in the moment. An inexperienced captain making rash decisions that cost people their lives.
상급자들은 그 일에 대해 뭐라고 말했지?
My superiors. When the dust settled, the United Colonies gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial.
어쨌든 넌 살아있었고 그대의 뜻을 이어받을 수 있다.
That's true. But still, it doesn't erase the real issue here. Remember when you said no one but me would have pushed harder to keep the navigator core going? Well, this time, pushing too hard cost lives. Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow falls apart. That's why I'm worried about us.
그렇게 쉽게 사라질 것 같지 않은데.
All this nonsense and you still have faith, eh? You really care about me, don't you?
또 나오는구만. 여기 또 꼬시는 게 또 나오는구만.
You know, I've spent a lot of time thinking about us, about our relationship, how we've clearly become close. I practiced what I was going to say when the moment was right, and now that it's here, my mind's gone blank. Look, you deserve the best. Someone who can give themselves to you entirely. But right now, I have too much baggage, too much on my mind. I hope you'll forgive me for pushing you away. I just need time.
자, 이렇게 차였고, 가열차게 차였고, 그 다음에 갈 곳이 네바에게로 돌아간다. 점프. 오, 왜 이렇게 세? 필드 안 차나? 잡았고. 미사일 개수가 따로 있나? 필드가 왜 오프라인이야? 아, 진짜 안 잡네. 미사일. 그치. 좀만 더. 부쉈고 한 마리. 이 쉐이. 됐다. 와, 진짜. 그럼 이거는 왜 자꾸 바뀌지? 자, 자네 먹고 세이브 하자. 빠른 세이브라도 하자. 그리고 먹을게 에클립틱 스틸레토, 티타늄. 여기 있다. 겨우 한 번 이겨봤네. 먹었고, 아스트리아 교신.
Thanks for the help with the cryptic. I had it under control, but it definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate.
거짓말. 오스네이크 죽었다.
No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got the job done. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear?
오케이.
You better stow that crap before you make me change my mind. Now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
Well, we're in. I hope you know what you're doing.
가야 할 곳이 여기냐? 그러면은 유로파의 우주선 잔해? 이거 또 우주선 잔해는 뭐지? 여기 착륙하라고. 미션은 킹과 대면, 비질런트의 보고. 다른 곳인가? 다른 곳이네? 일단 우주선 잔해로 가보자. 먹을 걸 좀 먹어봐야 되니까 다시 우주선 잔해가 잔해 착륙. 여기서 또 뭔가 먹을 수 있는 건가? 눈에 띄었으니 또 안 가볼 수도 없고, 보니까 뭔가 업그레이드라든가 이런 걸 위해서라도
I wonder if it's always looked like this.
업그레이드를 위해서라도 한번 뒤져봐야 될 것 같고, 잔이라는데 앞쪽에 뭐가 있네? 기지가 있네? 알 수 없어? 그러고 보니까 사라가 짐이 꽉 찼는데. 뭐지? 에고 얘가 달리기와 아주 궁합이 좋은 뭐지? 우주선인가? 기지인가? 기지? 안되네 아무것도? 먹을 수가 없네? 1인칭이 제일 낫다? (3인칭은) 약간 등짝을 보는 맛은 있는데 왜 조작이 영 휘청휘청 해가지고. 여긴 또 어떻게 올라가는 거야? 여기는 우주선인가? 아니면 그냥 그냥 건축물 같은 거네. 건물은 저 앞에 있고. 전투 준비를.
I wonder which corporation is pulling the strings at this site.
해적의 역사, 가치, 잡템들이구만. 버려진 생물학 연구소.
Careful. Low gravity means one wrong step and you could go flying.
응? 저기지? 아니, 저거 아니지, 참, 우리. 나 여기 들어갔지? 나 붉은 함대에 들어가 있잖아, 지금. 그래서 애들이 공격을 안 하는구나. 그럼 들어온 김에 여기 들어와가지고 뭐 먹을 게 있나? 치료제라도? 이런 거라도? 응, 그러게. 나도 마찬가지야. 당분간 얘들하고 싸워가지고 무기를 얻거나 하는 그런 일은 없겠네? 구조가 어디서 많이 본 구조인데? 얘는 왜 이러고, 또 먹을 게 없나? 우유. 티슈. 노트. 이런 건 굳이? 뭐지 얘는? 공예 재료 사용할 수 있다. 공예 재료가 뭐지 근데? 그럼 굳이 여기서 이러고 있을 필요가 없구만. 바로 일 가야겠구만. 응? UC 비질런스? 이쪽으로 가라고? 이게 아닌가? 입증 책임 가야 되는 거 아니야? 증거 찾기? 여기 어떻게 가지? 아직 안 된 것 같은데? 일단 여기 탑승.
Complete. Easy peasy.
Commander Ikonde wants to see you. Follow me.
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
이칸데 사령관과 대화하기. 얘들이 응? 사령관? 아까 만난 친구? 아직 다 안 끝났는데?
We hunt piracy all across the galaxy.
At ease, soldier. We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say...
아, 걔가 이제 증인이 된 거구나. 레이크에서 붉은 함대 정보를 알아낼 수 있을까?
That's something we're looking into, but it doesn't seem like he knows much. He might be better served as bait. For now, we'll keep him in the brig. Perhaps you could pay him a visit there sometime? I'm sure he'd be pleased to see you.
굳이? 어쨌든 항복해줘서 다행이야. 무거운 사람이든 아니든 누구도 죽이고 싶지 않았다. 는 거짓말.
That was quick thinking on your part. Selfless and creative. Our regular agents can be a little too rigid, because they're trained to follow orders.
It's a clever gambit, Commander. Adaptability is key to the success of this operation.
Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship.
아, 그런 거야? 여러 번 죽었는데?
I was concerned after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust. Coming to her rescue ensured that would not be a problem.
이클립스는 붉은 함대를 공격해도 괜찮을까?
They are mercenaries for hire. If they are paid enough money, Ecliptic would attack the Vigilance. It wasn't terribly difficult to convince them to attack an isolated Crimson Fleet ship. Just expensive.
어쨌든 위험하긴 했어.
But a gamble that hopefully paid off. On that note, how did things go with Neva? Were you able to join the fleet?
어쨌든 첫 번째 테스트는 통과한 것 같고.
Then it worked. You're in. Sounds like everything is going as expected. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet.
네이버에 대해서 알고 있나?
The woman has a record that could stretch across Sol and back. She started young as one of Neon's street rats and worked her way up to second in command. She's a force to be reckoned with, so don't underestimate her.
맞다. 계획대로.
Yes, you pass your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda?
자, 홍보 함대 기지의 좌표도 얻었고.
Excellent. If you're heading to the Key, I assume you'll be meeting Delgado soon.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
Agreed. The last thing we need is to infiltrate the fleet, only to be kicked out because we've underestimated one of their people.
I don't disagree, but it's important to know your enemy and the best way to defeat them. In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the Key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses,
should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, should we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
C로 향하다.
Yes. What?
그냥 빠르게 안 되나? 된다? 안 된다? C로 향하다. 여기서는 빠른 이동이 안 된다. 여기서는 되겠지. 여기도 안 돼? 3대 안에서는 안 되는구만.
Hello, Captain.
To my crew position.
그러면 이 상태에서 맞다.
Yes?
얘 짐을 또 정리를 해줘야지.
I'm listening. Feel free to drop some stuff into my bag.
가방 꽉 찼잖아. 그런데 얘가 와우, 싹 다 가져가면 어떻게 되지?
Dropping off a few choice items.
이렇게 하고 가지고 있는 것 중에서 겹치는 거를 레스큐 X 하나 주고 요거 하나 주고 요거 하나 주고 2개 주고 이건 또 레이저 라이플 특이한 거네? 조정된 글렌델 넣어주고 와, 가방이 뭐가 이렇게 많아? 하고 세종이니까 일단 다시 이것도 상자 안에 넣기 위해서 윤리 근데 상자 안에 넣어도 괜찮나? 액션 안에 있는 상자에 넣으면은 괜찮겠죠? 설마 뭐가 없어진다거나 그렇진 않겠지?
Can't think of a better place to recharge and ready ourselves for our next mission.
여기였는데 여기 무한해 전송. 자, 여기서 우주복 안 입는 거 넣고 그리고 가방도 다 넣고 헬멧, 의류, 됐나? 자원은 그냥 두고 무기 중에서 겹치는 거 아까 없었던 것 같은데. 글렌델 143. 겹치는 게 없네? 둘둘둘도 없고 277은 겹친다. 근데 얘가 32, 29. 얘가 괜찮아 보이는데? 얘를 한 개, 그 용접기 59짜리 겹친다. 얘를 넣고 좀 이 정도면 277이 두 개네? 얘를 넣자. 얘가 더 있어 보여. 넣고 110 됐고, 의류, 자원, 기타. 자원은 가지고 있어야 되고, 이러면 될 것 같은데. 그리고 장비를 아까 오리온 여기다 넣고 장비 이렇게 세이브. 그 다음에 다음 퀘스트가 키로 향하다. 어디로 향하다. 1, 2. 미개층 루트네. 그러면은 일단 여기까지 가야 되네. 여기서 점프해서 지금 그럼 이 상태에서 에너지를 좀 빼고 올리고 미사일 밸런스 해서 이쪽 올린 다음에 점프를 안 된다 그랬지. 여기서 그럼 여기서 여기까지 갈 수 있으니까 점프. 응? 그 다음에 또 꽉 채워야 되네. 그치. 놓고 할 때마다 이렇게 해줘야 돼? 됐다. 왔다. 올까? 여기까지? 됐나? 길을 향하다. 할 수 있다 이제. 뭔가 되게 번거롭게 만들어놨어. 이것이구만. 자, 이렇게 놓고 이제 필요한 것들을 치우고 점프 안 할 거니까 이렇게 올려놓으면은 부킹.
Air pressure, seals, ship integrity.
Get out of my face. You said the take was 10K, but it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30. You wanted 4K.
Captain,
You got 4K.
greetings.
Not my problem. If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
오우. 오우.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new book.
Hey, steal from me and get caught. Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener.
아줌마가 네이버구만.
The hell took you so long? Forget how to grab jump or something?
소리.
Never apologize. Not if you want anyone in the fleet to respect you.
그런겨?
And if they don't respect you, put a gun to their head and they'll get the message. But all that aside, you made it. So now you get to hear a nifty history lesson. Pencils ready? Good. This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together.
붉은 함대가 UC의 스타 스테이션을 통째로 점령했군.
Sure did. Right out from under their noses. Way before you or I were born, though. We've held this station for a very long time. Don't worry. Delgado will tell you all about it.
여기 상주한 UC는 매우 화가 났겠구만.
You think? And that's only part of it. I'll let Delgado fill you in on the whole story. He tells it better anyway. But I can give you the short version while we walk the station.
Story time? How delightful.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the key. But it's better if I show you too. Follow me.
어떤 팩션이든 무조건 처음에는 팔로우미부터 시작하는구만.
So, the key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Cute, huh? Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember,
석스라 써있구만.
credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss. On the right, you've got Bradley from the Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station. The Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Ray? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering.
가슴에 폭탄 있으면 왜 힘이 생기나?
I see the bomb as a symbol of my importance, and it's a constant reminder to everyone of the sacrifice I was willing to make. The freedom I've given up, the pain, it's not something that just anyone has the resolve to bear.
He sees that bomb as a badge of honor. I see it as a symbol of compliance. Delgado is a harsh master.
노예 쇠사슬하고 같은 건가? 조금 극단적인 것 같지만.
Exactly the lengths we're willing to go to protect ourselves. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety.
한 발자국만 잘못하면 죽는다는 건가?
Essentially, but I sleep soundly knowing I'm one of the few that can piss Delgado off and live. Should I die, all of my knowledge, the accounts, the credits, it would be a mess. He wouldn't dare. He holds the trigger, but we all know that my death cripples the fleet. Call the bomb a weapon of last resort.
벨가드는 똑똑한 것 같다.
It's why he's the boss. Of course, I'm not the first reckoner to bear a bomb under my rib cage, but Delgado was smart enough to continue the tradition. Now, let me get you set up. A moment while I convene with the core. Thanks to advanced modifications even Nugent would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now
다
is
했어?
Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us.
간단하구만.
Getting into the system is a piece of cake. Getting out? Not so much. Anyway, I need you to listen up. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround the core.
이것으로 끝인가?
We're officially done here. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say, so you can run along to Delgado. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
뭔가를 찾아오라 그래야지 않았나?
There's our other new recruit. So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet.
돈만 있으면 돼.
You and everyone else on this station. Keep following orders, and you'll get paid. It's as simple as that. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal, or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself.
뭐 이렇게 많이 규칙이 있을까?
Of course we have rules. If you think the Crimson Fleet was built on a lawless dream, think again. Our influence, our money, our respect comes from meticulous planning and every last soul in the fleet following my orders to the letter. That is why you need to learn to place the fleet before everything.
알겠어, 사장.
Boss. Good. You're
보스.
getting it already. I like that.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I am impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job. Pack your cold weather gear, Rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarol for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead Rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Crix's legacy is no story, Neva. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper Crix. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the ones to find it.
크릭스의 유산에 대해 좀 알려줘.
Before
그걸 알려줘야
Chris left the
돼.
fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crixus Legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I would wager we will find one on Suvorov.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording, and not a lot of facts. Some of us believe in it more than others.
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Crixus Legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC Systef.
내부의 말대로 크릭스의 유산이 없다면?
Listen to the words that I am saying. The legacy is real. You will find that out in due time, provided you're willing to put in the work. Nothing worth having ever comes easy.
Though the idea of the legacy has probably been blown a bit out of proportion, I'm certain there's an element of truth to its existence.
그럼 시작하지 뭐.
Exactly. Now you're beginning to understand. Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of work to do. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting.
제스퍼 크리스가에 도착하기 전에 무엇을 하고 있었는지 말해줄 수 있어? 갑자기 왜 나와? 넘어가.
You've got something for me?
스보로프 진영으로 나가라. 응. 과거의 잔향. 입증 책임. 요거로 오디오로가 텍스트 로그를 찾아야 되는데 요 안에서 찾을 수 있나?
Tell us about your arrest.
Oh, my arrest was spectacular. Definitely one for the record books. UC Security sent an armada after our little fleet of ships and picked us off one by one until the remainder of us made it to the wheel.
For a listener's benefit, that was the star station in orbit around Volai that you destroyed just before your arrest, correct?
You see, that's what they'd have you believe, but the truth is much less sinister. There was a firefight on the wheel when they tried to bring us in. We holed up, but UC Security unleashed hell. The damage they caused was catastrophic. We only surrendered so we wouldn't die when the station exploded.
Well, the UC says you set demolition charges to try and cover your tracks and make your escape.
That's their story. You'll have to go with your gut on what you think really happened. Anyway, they took us in and tossed us into the lock. That lovely resort they opened on Suvorov.
And you were imprisoned there for how long?
Well, it was supposed to be for life, Gale. But I ended up serving 2 years before I decided I'd had enough.
Is there any particular reason that you started the riots that eventually led to the worst prison break in United Colonies history?
Yes. I'm quite proud of that, actually. I honestly didn't think it would go as well as it did. As for the reason, well, it's simple. The UC were treating us like animals. The conditions in the lock were ridiculously bad and no one cared. That's why they stuck us on that ice ball in the first place. Out of sight, out of mind.
Your escape caused the deaths of many that were stationed at the lock. Some would brand that as a bit dismissive for what you're describing as a protest. If you were simply advocating for your fellow inmates, why didn't you just go through the proper channels?
And what the hell was I supposed to do? Send a strongly worded letter to my duly appointed representative? Wake up. The UC only responds to actions, not words. In my mind, there was no other choice. You know what? Let's move past my time at the lock so we can get to the point of this goddamned interview.
어이 길다. 이런 오디오 로그를 찾으라는 거겠죠? 오디오 로그라든가 아니면 뭐 메모라든가. 요거는 문이 아닌 근거처럼 생겼는데 아니네.
Always listen to Delgado, unless you want to get keelhauled across the key.
Got a few interesting leads for you. Check the mission boards.
미션 보드를 확인하라? 어디 있는데? 패널 색깔이 다른 게 있다거나 뭐 그런 거는 전혀 관계가 없겠죠?
Are you looking to start something? 'Cause I'm finished.
이렇게 탈탈하고 탈탈탈 타면서 다녀도 아무 말 안 하나? 외국회 동지, 외국회가 아니고 뭐냐 그 증거 찾기, 입증 책임. 또 따로 갈 데가 종이 메모. 잠겨 있다, 열려 있다. 따로 메모 같은 게 안 보이네? 가져갈 수 있네. 도둑질로 체크가 안 되네. 여기 있는 친구들이 기본적으로 도둑이라는가? 강도, 도적? 없네. 도난당한 미술품? 비싼데. 금제품을 입수했습니다. 개인의 우주선이 금제품을 소지하는 것은 불법입니다. 그래? 어떻게 하라고 그럼? 금제품을? 어떻게 밀수를 잘 하는 방법이 없나? 아침부터 떠났으면 뭘 떠나. 없네 또. 뭐 메모라든가 이런 거가 없나? 끝이네?
Believe how much gear is costing us now? We gotta hit some military convoys or something.
Yeah, well, easier said than done. We end up on the wrong side of a SysDef cruiser, they'll missile lock us faster than you can spit.
So there I am. You see security on my tail, and my grab drive just chokes.
다 온 거 아닌가? 어? 내려가야 되나? 위로 올라가나 운영센터는? 맞네? 내려온 거네? 그럼 빠른 이동이 여기서 되나? 되네?
I'll keep an eye out for hostile life forms.